Nice guys finish last. It's a term that is definitely overstated, but definitely understood. People go through things, and due to the outcome of these things, you take something from the situation. You give your all to somebody, and then when it's all over, you look back on it, and it's like, man, I didn't get what I wanted out of this. I'm going to react the opposite. I've definitely encountered that numerous times, and I realized I definitely go through those phases and those feelings. You can be committed to a situation, and when I say committed to a situation, I'm not in certain relationships. It's like you can be in a job, a family member, a vehicle, something, a lot of things. A prize, possession. You give what you have. You give your emotions, your feelings, your time, and when it's over, you evaluate the situation and you determine good idea, bad idea. You commit to it 100%, and then you look back on it and it's like, man, if I would have committed 50%, I would have a lot more today than 100%. Definitely, it hurts. Definitely hurts. You can give your all to somebody, someone, a group of people, and look back on it and say, man, I was not cared for in the same manner that I cared for them. And it comes with trust, your trust being broken. And as people, last thing we want is to be neglected and not respected. And those two things really, it'll change your trajectory as a person. I'm very consistent, and that's one of the good things about me, but it's one of the things I don't like. You can take something from me, and I would not give you negative energy because I believe in karma. I'm an energy person. So you do something to me and I'm like, I want to do it back to you. But if I do it back to you, what's the consequences? It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? been in relationships with people. I've had close friends, and I've responded quick reactions, impulse. And my impulse is not even bad. My impulse is sometimes this is what I wanted to do. I was hiding it. So as I've gotten older, I just don't hide myself. This is who I am. And the outcome is what it is. I'm able to live with my outcome because this is who I am 24/7. I don't go through these moments where it's like, I'm somebody else. Now, I will say I do want to be somebody. I definitely want to be, my alter ego. My alter ego named Mike Rand. I definitely want to be Mike Rand a lot of times, but it's like I've grown and evolved to the person I see myself as Dolph today. Dolph is easygoing, happy, good-spirited, go with the flow, everything's going to be good. Mike Rand is more like, man, I don't care. I don't give a F. This is this. This is what it's going to be regardless of what you say. I'm going to do what I want to do. I can't really do those things anymore because I know how it affects people. Now, when I was younger, I didn't care to know, but now I know, if I say something disrespectful and mean, it's calculated. So I know it's going to hurt you. I don't say things because it may hurt you. When I say what I say, it has meaning behind it. I don't talk for no reason. I talk for a reason, and I know why I'm talking. So when I say it, it's gonna hit you really hard. And I've been through several situations of saying things to people that I meant, and the outcome was hurtful, but that's what I meant. So I had to live knowing I did it. And the response just made me feel good, I'm a good guy, but that feeling of living on the edge and not being that person made me feel a certain way. 2020 hindsight is definitely clearer. So as I've gotten older, it's like, dang, do I really want to say something mean to you to make you feel the same way I feel? And it's like, it's always no now, because people respond to their emotions. So you responding to me in a negative manner means something was done to you. It wasn't me. Something was done. So it's my job to take in that energy and do something constructive with it. It's not appropriate for me to be hurt because of you and then throw it back to you, because you're already hurt. So why would I waste the energy we have in this moment to hurt you? You know, you don't need hurt. You need care, love, comfort, support. So that's what I do. You know, I care, love, support in the moment. Even though I may not want to, that is what I do. That's who I am. Now, it does come back to haunt me sometimes because I am easily taken advantage of. But I know that. So by me knowing I'm easily taken advantage of, when I get into the moments of being taken advantage of, it's okay. I'm able to deal with it in a healthy manner. I don't know what to do. You hurt me. You took advantage of me. You disrespected me. I know what to do. It's cool. Keep living. Keep breathing. You know, I'm in control of my destiny. So you hurting me is not bad. You know, it's not bad for the energy. You know, you did what you got to do. Hopefully you can move forward by me taking that negative energy. Now, my problem is when I take that negative energy and you still have it. That's when I tend to have to distance myself from people, because I gave you something. You gave me something. You hurt. But I did something with the hurt energy. You didn't do something with it. You kept it. You know, energy is passed. So you passed me the negative and you still got negative. That means you wanted that energy. You didn't want to give it up. You wanted to keep it. And that's the thing about venting. You know, you vent to let it out. So you can't vent to let it out and still have it. You gotta not have it anymore. And that's part of the process of why I interact with people on certain levels, because I'm a loving, caring person all the time. So when I'm not cared for and loved, it is what it is. I'm not going to blame somebody for me being caring and loving and being hurt. I'm going to take it as, this is what's happening. This is what we're doing. Good. Moving forward, because I'm always moving forward. I always got my eye on the prize. Now, we have different prizes, but I definitely have all eyes on the prize. And when you are in a situation of being taken advantage of, you know you're being taken advantage of now. So what do you do now? You can't be in the process of being taken advantage of and find out and not do something and still blame the individual taking advantage of you. When you're being taken advantage of, you know it at that moment. What's next? So when we think about what's next, we know what kind of energy to give moving forward. Nice guys finish last because they're nice guys. They're nice people. They're positive all the time. So when they being punched, hurt, kicked, disrespected, not supported, negative energy, they still have the power to overcome it and still maintain the niceness. So that's why they finish last. Now, bad guys are naturally bad. So they're bad at all times. So it's nothing negative you can do to them because they're full of negative. So that's why nice guys finish last. And I've taken on a lifelong approach of being a nice guy. Now, I think negative, but I don't utilize that negativity in the moment. I have the negative. I look at it. I reflect it. I put it out in a healthy manner. Now, my healthy manner of letting out this negativity is coping skills. Definitely. And I have this off-on switch. So you put the off on switch. It's like, ooh, I'm stressed out. Okay, I'm still stressed out, but I'm turning the lights out until I'm able to deal with the stress, turn the lights back on. So a lot of times we get in situations and it's like, we keep it in, but we don't do something with it. So it's definitely important when you are a nice person to know when to let it out. Because there's a famous skit on Dave Chappelle's show, Keeping It Real, when keeping it real goes wrong. And it's really funny because if you watch those skits, nothing was wrong done. It was wrong time. It didn't do nothing wrong. It was the wrong time, you know. If you feel disrespected by your boss, you can't call your boss out in front of his boss. You can talk to the boss in private, but you got to think about it. You may take a lot of punches and soak them in a day or two before you can talk to your boss about it, you know. Or another example is I noticed it's a difference between me dating somebody and me trying to date somebody. When I'm trying to date somebody, I let stuff slide all the time because I'm trying to date you. But once I date you, it's like, I'm going to call you out in the moment. And that's a natural progression of a relationship. It's like when I'm getting to know you, I'm getting to know you. But I'm always getting to know you. I'm always getting to know you. But I notice when I date people, they don't take that approach with me. You're always getting to know me. You never know me. You're always getting to know me. Now, you can have a sense of who I am. And at that point, you got to evaluate, is it worth it or not? But you can't be like, oh, I know you. No, it's impossible to know me because I'm the person that's going to teach you about me, and I'm still learning. I have a lot of domains in life that I haven't touched because I'm definitely scared to touch. I don't want to open up a can of worms I'm not going to deal with, you know. So definitely, like, when you're in the good guy, finish last mode, you definitely want to take and consider that you're not to blame. It's not your fault. That's who you are, you know. If you're a caring person, you're just caring. What can you do about the caring? You going to keep caring? Yes, you're going to keep caring. How, what manner are you going to care moving forward? And that's the focus we need to have when we're dealing with our energy. We can't have energy in the manner of, well, I'm going to give you back the same energy. No, that's not who you are. Now, you know, people say, Michael, how would you describe yourself? Me, deep inside of me, foundation of me, I'm an asshole. And I know why I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole because that's reflecting, you feel me? It's reflecting what's going on. I don't always soak it in, I'm reflecting. But my foundation is an asshole. But I don't display being an asshole. I know what to do with it, you know? It's like, it goes down, asshole, it comes back out, nice guy. And I don't let my asshole slip out as I've matured. Now, if you know me when I was younger in my Mike Rand phase, yeah. It was on. I was always in combat mode of, okay, all right, asshole. Okay, asshole. But now it's like, that's not what I want to display. I want to display my nice guy. So I'm going to funnel my asshole to something nice, you know. I'm super sarcastic. But if you listen and focus on my sarcasm, you'll notice I'm being sarcastic. You know, I'm not negative. I don't display negative energy ever. So if you're constantly dealing with me and you notice, hey, Michael's being negative, it's a reflection problem. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, what is my role in this situation? You can't be so focused on what Michael's doing. You got to be focused on what you're doing because that's how Michael lived his life. If I am mad at you, I look at myself and say, Michael, what's your role in this situation? And then I move forward. I'm not mad at you just to tell you I'm mad at you and not do something. I'm going to do something about it. And hopefully you release your negativity. I soaked it in, did something with it, and hopefully you're good. But if you're not good, that's no longer my problem. It's not my responsibility now. You see, I took the responsibility out the situation. You gave it, I took it, I did something with it, okay. If you give somebody something, you're not responsible for it anymore. So don't check on it, okay? Don't check on it. So, like, I feel like my concept now is going to be more, you do something that I don't like, you did it. I'm going to move forward from that moment. Like, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm not going to look at my rearview mirror to check